A key economic indicator out today reveals Americans are still getting pummeled by high prices despite historic rate hikes by the Federal Reserve to keep inflation in check. And though new action from the Social Security Administration could boost the spending power for benefits recipients, it may not be enough. Isabel Rosales joins us live now from Washington, D.C. to break down what you need to know. Isabel.
Hey, Diane, good to see you again. Yeah, the results of the Consumer Price Index certainly spooking economists and investors. Nonetheless, the markets rallied today, the Dow closing in the green, up 800 points. Meanwhile, a chief economist that we spoke with is calling inflation a cancer that is spreading through different parts of our economy. And certainly Americans, they are feeling that pain. A new report out Thursday from the Bureau of Labor Statistics is revealing something most Americans already know. The prices of consumer goods and services are still surging, and people are feeling the pain everywhere, from the supermarket checkout to the doctor's office.
It's not just disappointing, it's actually damaging for households in the sense that their buying power has been robbed by inflation.
Data from September's Consumer Price Index came in hotter than expected, showing inflation rising 8.2% last month compared to a year earlier. That means despite September's lower gas prices and aggressive actions from the Federal Reserve, which take time to have a pronounced effect, just about everything got more expensive.
The major contributors to this rising inflation in the latest reading include many things that we cannot do without. This includes food, shelter, a measure basically of rent or what we're paying with our house payments, as well as medical care.
In response to the exploding cost of living, the Social Security Administration announced an 8.7% boost in monthly payments beginning next year, the largest increase in more than 40 years. But some analysts say this still won't be enough to help the 70 million benefits recipients weather the financial storm.
I am concerned, however, that doesn't quite keep pace with inflation or the real costs that many people have to pay when we're thinking about shelter, heating costs, and medical care and prescription drugs.
And Diane, this boost to the Social Security benefits is one we haven't seen since 1981. I want to give you a closer look at these numbers because they are important and they will have big impacts. So recipients, that cost of living adjustment for next year, it's 8.7%. But what does that mean for their wallet? That means they can expect those checks, those monthly payments to go up $146. And for the average person in 2023, that yearly amount is an extra $1,827. Diane.
Well, Isabel, as the Aging Well reporter here, I'm wondering that if people are getting more Social Security benefits, they could actually be priced out of certain categories to receive federal programs. So couldn't this actually hurt some Americans?
Yes. That is exactly right. That's the double-edged sword that some Americans, case by case, they could now be pushed outside of the threshold of being eligible for certain government programs and benefits, including Medicare Extra Help, Medicaid, rental assistance, food stamps, or even thinking about premiums. Medicare Part B, suddenly that's connected to their annual income. They might have to pay more, or even thinking of taxes. If their income is high enough, now they're going to have to be paying taxes. So certainly for some Americans, that'll be an issue. But the expert that I spoke with said that this nonetheless will be a big help to most Americans. It doesn't keep up with the rising costs, but it is a help. And for some, unfortunately, it won't. It won't be a help.
I can see that. Thank you so much.
Diane.
Isabel Rosales, live for us in the nation's capital today.
Yeah.
Thanks.